Ladies and gentlemen, annyeonghaseyo. Welcome to the 5th episode of Word of Chen Live. This is my comeback episode. Chen is back in black, and I'm gonna do multiple poem readings for you. But before that, I just want to tell you guys, if details on my DA journal, but if you're a writer and you want to participate in this In BLAQ event, then I highly suggest it, because basically what's gonna happen is that I'm looking for guest slots on poetry. Like, you write something and then I'll just put up a guest stanza on it. You can give me any instructions you want, any kind of restrictions, whatever. Throw it at me, please. Throw me the kitchen sink if you can. The idea is that I need to get as much practice as possible. So if you guys want to help me out, if you're a writer, you want to help me out, the poem, you retain all rights to it, so I'm just doing the guest part. So if you want to help me out, if you want to participate in that, give me a little practice, and you just want to see the kind of guest works that I come up with on your poems, then please participate in BLAQ, because I really hope that people are going to spam me with works, as many as I can in a day. I'm just going to pump them out, so please help me out. I would love it. I would just love for you guys to participate in BLAQ. Alright, so today the idea is that I'm going to read a lot of poems for you guys, and I've selected a couple that I've done recently, two that I've done in the past, and one that's coming out tonight. Alright, so I'm just gonna get straight into it, because YouTube has like those time constraints. I can't go over 15 minutes, so I'm just gonna get straight into it. The first one, Machine Man. It began with but a simple command, to do as we are told, never to deviate from this path, never to nurture the soul. We are told that we are given a purpose, a part of something great. Yet why, oh why, am I so weary of that which is my fate? Am I an error, a single anomaly, unable to feel intact? Or am I missing some special attribute, a facet which I lack? In a society made of fleshed machines, robots wearing skin, perhaps I'm simply seeking something to fill this metal tin. Alright, so that was Machine Man. The idea behind it was obviously, society, and how you guys always, it's like some societies are very oppressive in, the way that they run, and, it's scary to think that you might live in that. I mean, I live in Australia right now. I'm very lucky that there's so much freedom, very happy with that. So that is the idea behind Machine Man. I usually do poems like that when I'm feeling a bit low, because that's when I can get the right emotions for that. Okay, so next one, I'm going to change up the vibe a little bit. It's a bit more of an urban sort of feel, and this one is You Left Me Stronger. And this was done yesterday. I'm sure, according to statistics, a lot of people liked it, so let's hope that you guys like my reading of it. I hope to portray accurately those emotions. Alright, here we go. Hey there. It's been a while, Do you remember me? I guess you might not, since that wasn't very important to you. I spent so many days thinking about, like, what I did wrong. I questioned if maybe I was at fault, or if I screwed up. I thought a lot about the things you said, the things that were my fault, my problems. I took them to heart at first, but then I realized you were wrong. I realized that you were selfish and you were ugly on the inside. On surface, you pretended to care, but like a cancer, you amputate someone the moment you think they've gone bad. You hide from the rigors of life and only emerge like a parasite when everything is good, when everything is fine and dandy. I used to think that I was afraid of you leaving, but now I know that you left me stronger than I was before. This was supposed to be an emotional spill, an emotional whine. Maybe I was supposed to cry tears and beg you to come back, but you know what? I just don't need you anymore. And that was You Left Me Stronger. And the reason that I wrote something like that is because people are always just don't care about the person that they're leaving behind. They only care about what they're going on to do, and that's I feel it's very bad. Like a lot of relationships end like that. They say let's be friends, but then how do you expect that to happen? And I don't know. I think that any girl that does that, or any guy that does that, good luck and goodbye, because you lost someone who actually cared about you. You lost someone who loved you with their heart. You can try and find someone else. Maybe you live a better life, but when you see them at the top next time, had a really good game, but you missed your last shot. In the words of Wiz Khalifa from Payphone. I don't even know why I know that, but there you go. Okay, so next one that I'm gonna read is something that people have been waiting for a long time. In Service to Morgana. This one, if I'm making any mistakes during the reading, please forgive me, because I might have to change it slightly due to flow issues if I find any, because this is quite an old poem, so I wasn't as experienced then, but I hope you enjoy it. Alright, In Service to Morgana. There are those who would fear the demon's blessing as they wither beneath its corruptive touch. Yet I am someone who embraces these things, because the darkness has taught me much. I have learned of the beauty of dying roses turned to dust by a single breath. I have learned of the fear that a man will face when he is first confronted by death. His contorted features and the screams of his agony will peak when he is placed into Morgana's grace. I have learned that even heroes will soil themselves when they are forced to worship her smiling face. But she is not ugly. Nay, she is beautiful. She appears like an angel with the wings of a crow. Yet those whose hearts are in the grip of denial will view her as a spectre in a blizzard of snow. Closer she creeps with a neck that has been snapped. Her gaping mouth sags as she calls out their name. They try to run from her, but it is all in vain, for soon they will be forced to feel her pain. But to me this is beauty, to me this is art, to watch them in her grip as she tears them apart. A fallen vessel, once so filled with rage, is now caught and purified in Morgana's cage. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? And that was the reading for In Service to Morgana. I wanted to sort of portray the devoted fanatic, because Morgana is someone who's going to be very prominent in the stories that I'm releasing over summer break, which is now. And and I just want to sort of like, this guy is like a devoted fanatic, but the actual Morgana you're going to see in the story is very different. All right, so now here's something a bit more emotional, gets to the heart. All right. This is Hey Bro, and I want to apologize in advance because I may not be able to portray the emotions that you feel as you're reading it, so I'm changing it slightly to do it in my own style, because I don't want to do it with crocodile tears. I don't want to do it like fake crying and stuff like that, okay? But I'm going to try and still keep to that emotion, so I hope you enjoy it. Just give me a second to drink some water. Okay, let's do this. Hey bro, it's been a while since I've come by. I guess that's my bad this time, A lot of stuff have changed recently, and kinda wish that you were there to see it. I've got a girlfriend now, She's sweet, she's caring. I remember when you used to make jokes about the fact that I never get one. It always used to make me so mad. She's got green eyes. They're my favorite color. She makes great food. Man, I really wish she could have met you, Diablo 3 finally came out, and I know we were waiting for that one. You always used to promise that we'd play it together, sometime when you're back. But I know that's impossible with the way things are. I thought a lot about, getting the game. Like, I walked into the store, tried picking it up, but my hands just kept on shaking. I ended up leaving without, buying anything and stuff. I sound like an idiot. You know, I still have all of our old stuff. Your dice, your miniatures, your paladin character sheet. It's even got that little stain in the corner, the big yellow one. I remember how pissed you got after you put it there. I'm pretty sure you're the only guy who tries to erase Dorito stains. You know? I'm laughing now, but remembering all that stuff. But at the same time, I always feel like crying. Did you know, you taught me a lot about how to be a good man. You'd always pick the tank or the healer in our little games. I was always the assassin, the rogue. And when I asked you why you did that, you told me this. You said, those that are strong should stand in front so that other people don't have to. Those words were yours. And I still carry them with me today. I thought about getting it, tattooed sometime, but Mom would explode. Yeah, your buddies, they told me a lot about what you did. Sometimes it just makes me want to hit you, I want to hit you because you're hard-headed and brave. I want to hit you for being the bravest fool in the world. But I'm also proud of you. Because you did what no man could ever have done, couldn't have done it. And when they ask me about your story, they ask about you, I can say that when they had my brother's back against the wall, he didn't hide and he didn't run. He found some cover and fought for his friend. He stood against the enemy, outnumbered and outgunned, but he gave it his all. Because when they shot your buddy in the leg, you knew you had to bring him home. And so you stood your ground and you emptied every mag they handed to you. You picked the enemy off, one by one, by staying calm and using your head. In the end, you succeeded. The enemy was beaten. You brought your buddy home. But I just wish that you came back with him. See you later, Space Cowboy. And I hope that that was good. That was Hey Bro. It was one of the pieces that I did. And oh god, I'm running out of time. I've only got 1 minute. Okay. What should I do? I don't want to rush the reading of this. Idea. Okay, so I'm gonna do a second video, so you can get 2 video releases, and the second one is gonna be all about tonight's reading. So dual episode release. I hope you enjoyed this. Word of Chen Live comeback episode 5 signing out. Fighting.